To apply the green makeup, to do the entire thing, like a half hour now, we got it down. Used to take longer, but now with Joe, this is Joe, my the makeup designer for the show, and helps me, and he also helps me do the makeup every day.
Perfect.
It's MAC, and Joe, this was already made, the screen, right? We just got lucky. They didn't have to make a brand new color. And it's this pancake thing, and it's actually, you add water to it. We use these Japanese brushes. They're really soft. And he dips it in water, and then it's like we're watercoloring me. And it's light. It's not really, I think I've worn more makeup in other shows than I actually do with the green, or at least heavier. Well, I read the book, and I absolutely love the book, and I love the character in the book. I loved, that she was this underdog, and that the twist on the entire character, and how the audience would come in with these ideas about her, and then I'd get to sort of turn that. And obviously working with Stephen Schwartz back then, I mean, you don't know what you're getting into, so you go with the collaboration and the creative team, and if you trust that and you're excited to work with those people, Joe Mantello and Winnie Holtzman, you got to kind of just trust that they're going to guide it in the right direction, because it's 2-3 years away from when I got involved. And just sort of enjoy the journey and the things you could learn from them, and actually not be as result-oriented, and know sometimes things aren't going to work. You're going to do a reading, and certain things are going to fall kind of short. But what I learned as an actress and as a musician with both of them was enough that if it never even made it to Broadway, it didn't matter. It was important for my evolution as a human being, I guess.
No, because Greg, do say that, because I would think with the creation of a whole show out of town, I mean, things change on a day-to-day basis sometimes.
I mean, even funding, how often you know if something is going to even make it to fruition? You don't know. So, and we had to I had to commit that I wouldn't do much else, like a TV show or another play. So, you really have to take a leap of faith and enjoy the process, and that's what's so great about new musicals. I mean, and originating a character is how they start to they hire you, and then they start to write things that fit you, uniquely you, and then I would take from them, and then to be at this point and look back and see that this is a woman that we created together, obviously with the inspiration of Gregory Maguire's character and the inspiration of the Wicked Witch of the West from the movie, and Margaret Hamilton, and then sort of what Idina was going to make of that. It was all really exciting, and like I said, if it didn't make it to this, I would have still been a better artist, I think, having had the experience.
When people see me, they will scream for half of Ozzy's favorite team, the Wizard and
I have thought about the success of the show and sort of count my lucky stars every day, because it is rare, especially an original musical. And I think it's the story. It's something that appeals to all ages, which is rare. It's a smart enough, intelligent enough story for adults to get in there and have fun discovering and figuring out what's going to happen next, and then it's got and then for kids, obviously, it's that's evident, but it's an intimate story within a spectacle, so it has everything that everyone goes to a musical to see, and.
yeah! fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me.
You know what I found quite interesting? You know, people coming to the theater know The Wizard of Oz, and they think they know all these characters, and no one would have ever rooted for the Wicked Witch of the West.
Right.
And then you come to this, and you see this wonderful story, and you feel so much, because you figure out how this woman came the way she was, and you realize she's the one you root for.
Yeah, well, obviously that's what I love about it. And that was difficult to create and to work on as far as the book goes. There's a tender balance as to, trying to make her real and have quote warts and spunkiness and not always be so nice, because I think they were worried that if they made her, she wasn't likable, then obviously we had nowhere to go. On the other hand, we have to make her real and have these levels. So we'd play with how much of a sense of humor does she have, how honest can she be when she's younger, how angry can she get before she gets angry, and all that kind of stuff.
I was wondering when you really feel that Elphaba is sort of evolved before you do a performance.
It's gone through some different. I have different choice. It used to be putting on the green, but now you sort of become immune to that. So I think sometimes putting on that cap and the boots are flat. Everybody has these great, high-heeled shoes, and they all look really fierce, and I have these kind of, the way it makes me walk, I feel kind of dumpy and nerdy, and the little cap and the glasses help me for the beginning of the show.
I think the wig. The wig is the big. The makeup comes first, then the wig, then the eyebrows, and then they have a little break to warm up physically. There's no turning back.